Construction on the longest and deepest gas pipeline in the world is set to begin. The East Med pipeline is an ambitious plan to export an annual 20 billion cubic meters of natural gas from Israeli waters in the eastern Mediterranean to Europe. The 1,305-mile line will pass through Cyprus, Greece, and Italy and lie at a record 1.86 miles deep, a $7 billion project that Israeli Energy Minister Yuval Steinitz says is a strategic game-changer for Israel.
It's the largest Israeli-European infrastructure project ever, the longest and deepest gas pipeline in the world that will allow Israel to become Europe's natural gas and energy exporter within just a few years.
Europe's dwindling gas production means it could need an additional 125 billion cubic meters per year by 2030. Part of the reason it invested $100 million to investigate the feasibility of the project. But there is competition. Last week, Russia and Turkey inaugurated the first stage of their gas pipeline to Europe, with a plan to export a similar amount. So who has the upper hand? Greece's former deputy foreign minister, Dimitris Doulis, who was heavily involved in the project from its inception, told I-24 News, the EU will prefer the Israeli pipeline over the Turk Stream project because EU countries are involved. Also, to diversify gas imports, since Europe already relies heavily on Russian gas. The project is of top geopolitical importance to Israel, Greece, and Europe, and for this reason is backed by the United States. Greece is expected to hold bilateral talks in Washington with Secretary of State Pompeo on December 13th, followed by another strategic meeting in Jerusalem with Greek and US representatives. Shoring up strategic defense for the pipeline and planning for the future, Greece and Cyprus are on the cusp of potentially massive additional gas finds in their own waters, potentially supplying over 40% of Europe's natural gas needs in the future. With the possibility of Egypt linking up its Zohr gas field at some point, the East Med pipeline could shift the entire energy dependence of Europe towards the eastern Mediterranean. Alec Pollard, I-24 News.